This here is a 1997 BMW 740iL sedan. It has 130,000 miles on it. It has a valid New Jersey inspection sticker through 12/18. No warning lights on the dashboard whatsoever. The car's in great shape. Never been in an accident. Definitely a garage kept car. There's no rust. The paint looks great. It's got a great set of all matching Yokohama tires, they look brand new. This is a private trade that I purchased, and it's really in good shape. A couple nicks and scrapes on the body, but minimal at best. Wheels look good as well. I'm gonna start off on the hood here and get you a good look at the paint. There's a little bit of light rain falling, so you might just see a little bit of that, but you can see just a tiny little chip in the paint there on the hood. But the rest of the hood looks fantastic. No dings or scrapes or anything like that. Get you a good look at the front end here. Get you a good look underneath the front end as well. The motor is very quiet. It's got a 4.4 liter V8 engine. I do want to mention that all of the lights and signals are working, so no problems with any of the lights. The tire tread is fantastic. All the tires look exactly like that. You can see that in the photos as well. No rust in any of the door jambs. I want to mention that everything works. And you can see there is, I can just show you real quickly, you can see that the seat on this side is missing this clip here. That's why it's hanging down a little bit. Regardless, you can see that the seat does move forward, back, up. So all the controls are fully functional. It's just the mounting of this plastic piece here. The electrical does work. It's really the biggest defect inside. The leather actually looks really good all throughout. Continue on here with the body. See a little tiny scrape right there on the back. Rear end really looks nice. And I say it's definitely a garage kept car because the paint looks great and there's no rust, and that's hard to find up in the northeast for a 21-year-old car. So the body's really in nice shape. Now that I got you a good look here at the outside, I'm just going to show you a few things on the interior. The carpeting throughout looks fantastic. Really clean. All the controls here on both sides are fully functional. Power seats, heated seats, the leather looks really good. Steering wheel's in great shape as well. All the steering wheel controls are fully functional. The cruise control, everything here is functional. Go ahead and get inside here and just show you a few things. The dash area here, 130,000 miles, no warning lights on the dashboard whatsoever. You can see here as well the radio display. A lot of times with these older BMWs, that display will fade over time, and that looks really good. It looks perfect, so no issues with that. As I mentioned, the heated seats there are fully functional. Let's have a cup holder tray. Now this cup holder tray, sometimes I can get it to stick in there and close, and sometimes it just wants to pop back out. I'm not really sure why it decides to do that sometimes and not, but just want to make it clear it's really not in the way of anything when it's popped out. There's plenty of space for it, obviously. As you can see, they accommodated for that. The wood paneling inside looks really nice. This car definitely seems like it was really well kept by the previous owner. All the other compartments, as you can see, they do close properly. And that just might need a little adjustment because it does close sometimes. Dash area looks great. No fading, no cracking. All looks really, really good. The sunroof is fully functional as well. Let's see, it does open all the way up. There's a little bit of a light rain, so I don't want to get wet. Go ahead and close that. You can see the seats in the back look great. This also does have a cover here, which does pop over. Just want to make sure you see that that is functional as well. And as I mentioned, all of the windows, locks, mirrors, everything inside is functional. All the lights are fully functional inside and out. Air conditioning and heat as well does work, so all of the important controls inside are fully functional. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll take it for a quick ride here. I'll try and get you a good look at how it runs and drives. Now, I drove this for over 250 miles, and it drives beautiful. I drove it on the highway, the back roads, the steering's tight. There's no vibration in the pedals or the wheel or anything like that. So everything feels really solid. Handles beautifully, and it just rides super smooth. If you've ever driven a 740, the older models are just really, really smooth riding cars. I do want to mention that the wheel alignment is perfectly straight. The wheel does not pull to one side or another when you're driving. It's perfectly neutral. It just handles beautifully. Motor sounds great. As you can see in the pictures, the engine bay is super clean. All the fluids are filled to proper levels. This here, you can see the wheel stickers, obviously valid for another 1,000 miles. Try and get you as good of a look as everything as I possibly can here. We're going to get down onto a main road, do a little bit higher speed. Plenty of power in a big car. It's got a 4.4 liter V8 engine. And I'm just waiting on a little traffic here, so bear with me. And you can see we're already doing about 50 miles an hour, so I do want to mention the transmission shifts perfectly smooth. It feels like new, so no hesitation, no jerking, nothing like that. I've certainly made sure of it before I purchased it. It shifts perfectly smooth. Just no odd noises or sounds coming from the car either. The suspension feels great. No shock or strut noises when you're going over bumps or making any wide turns or anything like that. All the gauges are where they should be, and over the course of a couple days driving at about 250 miles, there were no surprises. Everything performed exactly how it did for me the first time, so rest assured, you can definitely drive this car, purchase it, and drive it to your home, without a doubt. This thing really does drive, runs, and performs really nicely. Getting some pretty consistent rain now, so I'll have to cut it short, but once again, it's a 1997 BMW 740iL sedan, 4.4 liter V8 engine, 130,000 miles. One thing I do want to mention that I did explain in the description itself is that the Carfax shows an odometer discrepancy, which is obviously a clerical error when the mileage is reported. If it's not reported correctly, it flags the Carfax reporting agencies, whichever one you want to look at. But just be clear, you can register it either way. It has 130,000 miles. It was reported with lower, I guess, at one point. But you can see right there on in the video. So there's no issues with the title or anything like that. Once again, this is a 1997 BMW 740iL sedan. No accidents. It's got a great set of all new tires. Everything works inside and out. 130,000 miles.